on England.
Yeah. I feel like this one gonna be good. The worst place on earth.
England. You tell us something your mum doesn't know. Yeah.
This might be the most difficult video I've ever made in my entire life, just because it hits a little bit too close to home. If it wasn't obvious enough on my accent, I mean, it isn't. I'll be so real. I scream and speak hella fast. I was born.
What is he saying? Oh, that's why. It's on 1.25. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do this.
And raised in the hellscape that is England. And as much as this place to other people is
that heavy weather, is this your man's facts? He does sound like heavy. He probably from the same place.
advertised as some apocalyptic wasteland where we fight for our lives, or a bunch of cannibals and eat people to survive and look like a bunch of bums?
Not like last time.
Well, it might as well be, because England is terrible. It's garbage. It sucks here. It's not hospitable. It's uninhabitable. It might as well be on fire and burn.
This nigga sounds like one of the characters from Harry Potter, but I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. It might be Crab or Goyle. I don't remember. But he sound like one of the Harry Potter ass niggas, I ain't gonna lie.
Wouldn't be making this video bashing where I come from unless there was so much negatives outweighing the positives here. And unfortunately, there are. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that my parents were able to give me a good life and settle here. And there are a lot of benefits that come with living here too. The school life wasn't half too bad. The
domestic violence triple in England when there are Euros or World Cup going on. That's facts though. They can't way too much. Bro, have you seen the hooligans fighting in the streets, bro? That shit is hilarious. I die every time, bro. Like, they call it hooliganism. They just got niggas fighting in the streets after their team loses. Like, bro, if they not going to win the games, why are you going to fight for their honor? What do you mean? They don't even watch the games. They're just terrorists. They also do it when they win too. Oh, nah, that's nasty word.
Cartoons were dope as hell here, like Horrid Henry and Peppa Pig. I had free transport up until I was 18 since I lived in London. Bitch, we have Greg's. And the best of all is British tea. Oh my days, it's succulent.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like tea from around the world better than British tea. I've had British tea. That shit is not hard. But hey, y'all do what y'all do.
It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's the best drink ever invented. You get some digestive biscuits and dunk it in that hole.
Digestive biscuits? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Turkish people got good tea, even though I don't like to admit it. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, people around the world have better tea than the English. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to food, the English are probably bottom one. We have to be honest, bro. We have to be honest. Them niggas don't know how to cook.
It's a phenomenal experience. You feel like you're levitating. And we got free healthcare. But still terrible. But beside all of these perks and some of the good things here, they don't beat the bad things. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen from the stats about my channel that the majority of you who watch my videos are Americans. I pray for you lot, man. And now it is time.
That was kind of funny. Niggas said I pray for you with the gun shit. Hey, man, we good over here, bro. The most I gotta worry about is my shoulder. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I enlighten you and give you the tea on this horrid place, beginning with everything is stupidly expensive here. Now, I've already mentioned before that the job market in this land is nowhere to be seen. Applying to jobs feels like you're working one in itself, but that's one half of the problem. The other half is, however, how much you make at your job isn't enough here.
All right, what's the average British man's salary? 37,000 euros a year? That is indeed not enough. Just don't live in a big city. I don't think that's enough, bro. Even if you're not in a big city. I mean, the average US salary is also ass though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, this is household though. So divide that by 2. That's probably like 30-something thousand. Average is ass everywhere. That's true.
The UK has the most unsustainable living standards I've ever seen in my entire life. The basic essentials you need day to day feel like a luxury now. People out here overpaying to survive. It's mental. As soon as you get that sweet 2 to 3K paycheck in your bank account.
They want to keep us down. They're not ready when I change the system. Hashtag watch your towers is crazy, bro.
But I'm not gonna lie though.
If you want to change the system,
I'm here for you.
Just make sure
I'm at the top.
If that's the case,
we good. We good.
End of the month, with all the bills and taxes you pay, all that you'll be left with is a couple of pennies and your granddad's lucky lollipop. Cause how are we meant to survive here? The most you could do with 2 grand in London is to go ahead to gamble that shit and try your luck to make more money. Cause that isn't gonna cut it anymore. It's rough out here. I've realized that as much as I may have bad saving habits and spend much more than I should be on Uber Eats and Just Eat, I mean, you can't blame me. I'm just a man. I got needs, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Spending the money you do have on Uber Eats and Grubhub is not hard. I said I wanted you up there, but I can't use someone that needs 306 days because he cooks his shoulder every other week. I'm doing, look, I'm still functional right now. What you need? It hasn't stopped me. I never stop. The grind never stops. It don't matter if I have two dislocated. All right, let me stop. It don't matter if I have a dislocated shoulder. But for real though, the grind doesn't stop, bro. I took a day off and I was back. I'm back. I'm back like Cam Newton. AI Karim could do it as well. That nigga not as charismatic as me though, you know what I'm saying? You don't really see this. Oh, hold on. Damn. You don't really see this, you know what I'm saying, when you get AI Kareem, like that nigga really, he not hooping. Nigga say he not a cripple, bro, but chill on me, bro. Like it's cool, I'm good. I'm chilling, bro, don't worry.
Overpaying to survive. It's mental. As soon as you get that sweet 2 to 3K paycheck in your bank account, by the end of the month, with all the bills and taxes you pay.
2 to 3K check in your bank account. Yeah, that ain't gonna hold you over, my guy.
Broke nigga alert.
That's what, 36,000 a year? You love being broke.
It's a couple of pennies and your granddad's lucky lollipop. Cause how are we meant to survive here? The most you could do with 2 grand in London is to go ahead to gamble that shit and try your luck to make more money. Cause that isn't gonna cut it anymore. It's worth out here. I've realized that as much as I may have bad saving habits and spend much more than I should be on Uber Eats and Just Eat, even when I do my best to save my money, I end up spending a bunch anyways. And it's not my fault. There's always a bill to pay here. It doesn't matter whether you live at home, in a junkyard, or you're in a simulation. There's a bill for almost everything. It's as stupid as there being something called a TV license, where in wanting to use channels like BBC iPlayer or ITV, you now need to pay around £15 a month to use.
Nothing better than wasting my money the entire month to then be able to not get anything cool after. That's such an ass feeling, bro. Bro, I hate the fact that every time I'm about to make a purchase, I gotta like think a few things in advance. I'm like, okay, so this, you know what I'm saying? So then I gotta pay this, and then is this gonna like match up? And just like, damn. Could I stop having to do that every time I make a purchase? Like, low key, if y'all want to know that game that we played that other day, this was a failure. You know, the $5 purchase, I deliberated on that for way too long, way longer than I should have. It was $5. Every day I would wake up and debate if I should end this. I hope you joking, bro.
Nobody, and I mean nobody out here pays for that shit. The TV license doesn't stop you from using the channels and watching the shows anyway. It's not like it's Netflix and it's locked behind a subscription before accessing it. You can literally go on the web.
Nigga said I'm not joking, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just keep winning that debate. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just every day, just do that. I don't know what to tell you.
Website, lie about you having one of them, and get to watching EastEnders ASAP in your comfy bed. You're chilling. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. But Waves, isn't that a crime? Oh my god, it sounds like a crime. It sounds like it's breaking the law. Nah, nothing happens most of the time.
Nigga said every morning I go through a pro and con list, and the low key the con side dominates, but thick hoes keep me moving. Hey, shout out to thick hoes. Hey, keeping niggas alive single-handedly. That's hilarious.
Me personally, I don't use BBC or ITV as much. As it is a scam, I have Netflix. And occasionally I sail the 7 seas, so I'm chilling when it comes to shows. But the stupid things out of this country don't even stop there. I am a legal adult, and one of the few things in my life I want to achieve by a certain age is to get my driver license like any—
What? I was not expecting him to say to get his driver license. I ain't gonna lie, bro. By the time you like 16 here, like you can easily get your driver's license. But the thing is, here, public transportation is not a thing. Like it's barely usable, if it is at all. So that's why you need a car.
Any other person. Buy a nice car, go driving out sometimes, you know, makes travel and food shopping easier since I would be able to go anywhere, right?
Driver license in Germany is like 3K on average. That's crazy. Here, I think you need to pay like a $50 fee. Like it's nothing crazy. Like it's very light, bro. Very light. Now to go to driving school, you might have to pay a couple $100, but that's it, I think.
It's perfect. So I did what any other person—
Y'all drive like a $50 payment. I can't lie. Yeah, some niggas need to get off the road. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit bad. This shit bad. Especially when it rains, bro. People start tweaking. They start acting like they've never driven before. It's so annoying.
Does in the UK. I practice with my theory test. I book it. I pass that test. Then take a couple of driver lessons and finally start—
Snow is for sure worse. I don't even drive. Like unless I absolutely have to, I never drive in snow. I'm always like, yep, we taking this day. No. Because driving in snow is terrible, bro. This bro just skipped class. I used to skip class all the time. I'm not gonna lie. The percentage that I skipped class in college is probably like 85%. Don't tell niggas that though. I used to skip class all the time. I never went to class unless they took attendance. Otherwise, I was not going to class.
looking for a practical driving test so I can finally achieve my license.
In university, I was not there. That's what I'm saying. I was not.
And get to driving. And I'm scrolling. And I'm scrolling.
They said, bro,
and I'm scrolling. And there's nothing. Not for the next few weeks.
Unless grants did you right. It did do me right for a solid amount of time. I ain't gonna lie though. I probably did waste a couple $1,000s though. But it is what it is. If I wasn't forced, I wasn't going fast.
Not for the next few months, not for the whole fucking year, because people in this godforsaken city resell driving tests. How do you resell a driving test? How does that work? It doesn't even make any sense. How's that possible? There's actually scalpers out here. Might be the same guys who were selling PS5s back in the day for 1K in 2020.
Wait, did he say they resell driver's license? Shit is so ass. Wait, MJ, what did he say? Hold on, this sounds crazy.
And there's nothing. Not for the next few weeks, not for the next few months, not for the whole fucking year, because people in this godforsaken city resell driving tests.
You resell time? Nah, that's hilarious. That's actually funny as hell. No, oh my god, reselling driving tests? Yo, that's crazy. Niggas reselling driving tests like peak PS5 era when you couldn't find them shits. Nigga said, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I just got this test, but like,
I could upsell that shit to you for 5,000.
Nigga said, waking up at 6 a.m. trying to snipe a driving test. That was like when I was trying to snipe a GPUs when there was a shortage, bro. Because I was trying to build the PCs for me and Drew. The 9070 XTs came out. I tried to snipe it online. Them shits were gone in like a minute. I went to the Micro Center and thank God they had it in stock. You know what I'm saying? But I actually had to go there before the store opened and wait in a line to get it. That shit was insane, I ain't gonna lie.
How do you resell a driving test? How does that work? It doesn't even make any sense.
A GPU is something, but a driving test? I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's AIDS.
How's that possible? There's actually scalpers out here. Might be the same guys who were selling PS5s back in the day for 1K in 2020 that buy up a bunch of practical driving tests, forcing people's hands to buy it from them since they can't wait a flipping year to get a test. Theory tests expire every 2 years, which means that if you don't get a practical test done in those 2 years, you have to retake your theory. And that's long. But this...
Nah, that's nasty work. Why do you buy a driving test? That's terrible. Like, what the fuck is that? Also, shouldn't you like have to show proof that you've done the theory and then like, this is so nasty. I ain't gonna lie, there should be a better system than that, bro.
A standard driving test costs about £62. That's how much it is to book it through DVLA and get it done through them. But if you're unlucky and decide to go through a scalper, it doesn't cost but 1, 2, 3, but 4 times what it would cost you normally. You'll be paying upwards of £200 to get a test. And
no, MJ, they make you pay 4 times the amount. Oh no. The system is made to squeeze out as much money out of people as possible. I feel like something's gonna have to change soon because people are not gonna stand for this much longer. I'm not paying this shit. I'm sticking to these buses. It's funny. Squeeze all that out of the 36K. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the world is scamming, bro.
That you would pass it. The London pass rate is below 50%. It's you paying $200.
What? Wait, y'all niggas be buying the shit for $200 to not pass? He said the London pass rate was under 50%. I'm not gonna lie. In the US, if you get to the test, you basically have your license. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them niggas don't give a fuck. That's why we got some ass drivers. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. US driving tests are so easy. They're so easy. Like, if you fail them shits, like, you clearly just didn't know what the fuck. Like, it is bad. There's times where people should fail. The guy's just being nice, so he makes them pass. He gonna kill somebody. What do you mean? What do you mean you can just pass? You make one mistake here. It doesn't even matter if it was your fault or another driver's. They shoot you in the back of the head. That's nasty.
I said gamble on the possibility. They're scamming you. And some of the drivers out here are nuts, overtaking everyone everywhere, driving 20 miles over the speed limit for
That's everywhere though. That happens in the US too.
no reason. They're crazy. You're probably gonna get holed by another driver on your test and then go ahead to repeat the cycle with yet another scalper. How thoughtful. I don't understand how the government twiddles their thumbs like idiots and lets these men get away with it. I don't know how our society has become so deformed that people would actually go ahead to rinse money off a driving test. It ain't shoes, babe hoodies, my left nut. What sicko goes online to benefit off of this? And how are they even able to do it is stupid. The fact that people resell and profit off driving tests just lets you know that everything's gone to shit. Even driving in itself is a trap. I must have been scrolling through TikTok one day and I saw that they started introducing 10-mile-per-hour roads. pounds in London.
Nah, y'all ain't not getting anywhere 10-mile-per-hour roads. You might as well just walk. Like the fuck?
Nigga, that's not even second gear. Your car's gonna stall there. How is that maintainable? Who decided that shit? With all these stupid laws they're making around transport, they're literally pushing people to just take TFL all the time, which also just dents their
10 miles is so crazy. Bro, I can't even imagine going 10 miles per hour in a car. You're basically not even pushing your foot on the pedal at that point. Like, at that point, you're just like letting the car go by itself, or you're just wasting gas.
Finances. It's a bullshit. And going back to finances once again, the housing crisis is terrible. I already mentioned earlier that 2,000 practically gets you nothing but a shoebox out here. The toilet and the sink is probably in the same place, and your bed is probably on top of the boiler. But besides this, let's say you want to own a home out here one day. Never happening. The prices of housing today in the city skyrocketed. The average person would never be able to ever pay off their mortgage fully. As soon as they're approved for one and get the crib, they're paying that shit till they're dead. Shit, I mean, they're...
You know, here, apparently they're trying to introduce 50-year mortgages for us. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not looking good for us either.
We might be cooked.
The thing is trying to introduce 50-year mortgages, make the houses more unaffordable. And then on top of that, if we die...
Hey, your kids still gonna pay that shit, nigga. A 50-year mortgage is insane, bro.
And I'm not even adding the other things that come with buying a house. Utilities, bills, babies. You can't even manage to have more than one kid without breaking the bank out here. And I know certain men that wanted football teams full of kids. You might not could.
If you die well in bet, you made a profit. Do with that information with what you want, I guess. But like, is that a way to live though? Would you want to live constantly in debt? That's the issue. Like, if you could live like fine and not have to worry about the debt, be like, yeah, I'm finna die at this exact time, then yeah, you can take out all the debt you want. But what if you have to pay the debt before you die? That day comes through and it's not the day you die, then you cooked. That's the issue with that. It's a whole peace of mind thing. Like, you don't want to be in debt. You don't need to worry about the debt if you actually locked in with not paying and scamming. Okay.
Also, the pricing of sweets and snacks now is stupid as shit. When I was still in secondary school, before I would turn up for form in the morning, which is like homeroom for you man in the US.
What? Star Platinum. Star Platinum just said someone gave him the Trump guzzler. I don't know what that means, but yeah, that's what he said, so just letting y'all know.
When I was still in secondary school, before I would turn up for form in the morning, which is like homeroom for you man in the US, I would go to a local corner shop near there and buy sweets and fizzy drinks. My usual, a 3-pack of Buzz, which would cost me about £1, and a 50p of Merge or Boost drink, which totaled £1.50. It was a bargain, you know, this shit was my daily go.
I can't lie, thinking about paying all this shit makes me
Damn, bro, chill, bro.
He said, I still think about it only from 15 to 30 times a day. We still good. Like, Jesus, low key. How about this, bro? If I make it big, you know what I'm saying, and I end up making a shit ton of money, I got all y'all niggas.
And this shit was busting, man. Like how certain people would go to Greg's in the morning and get a sausage roll every time. Now, bear in mind, these were prices before COVID. After COVID, when we were allowed to go back to school, I stopped eating sweets by then. But occasionally, every now and then, I would go back to make the same purchase. So I go back to the corner shop, and what I witnessed in there was...
Can we talk about how after COVID, they used that as an excuse to balloon every single price? Way more than actually inflation was. They were talking about inflation. But if you didn't know, all these corporations, they legit said, all right, we just gonna make everything more expensive. Blame it on inflation, but we just gonna make an even bigger profit.
That shit is insane work, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Brian, the same snacks I was 5 years ago, 3x the price. That's what I'm saying. Like, here, it's crazy. Everything, bro. So if I make it big, I'm gonna make sure to let the money change me, and I'll immediately switch on my day one to forget where I came from. It's crazy. That's crazy work, bro. I won't do that. Nah. But if you help me get here, they'll be the first people to get shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I walked in, went over to the Buzz packs, and there was no 39p for 1 pack, £1 for 3 pack that I usually used to get all the time. There was only a £1 giant pack of one type of sweet. And to the average person, you would think that's no big deal. Why are you moving fussy over it? You still get a pack for £1. No! There's no variety now. The point of the 3 packs for £1 is to mix and match. You go to Subway and when you get a foot long, you only get less in your sandwich. No! You throw some chicken in that bitch. When you get 2 flavors of ice cream, do you double down on the same flavor all the time? I'm guessing not. The point is, the whole thing that made this special was the fact that you can mix and match different types of sweets. And now that shit was
shit is so expensive, it doesn't even make it fun anymore to buy shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every time you buy some shit, you always gotta think like, damn, like if I buy this, well, I just keep thinking about how I wasted this amount of money, and will I just be upset with myself down the road? Shit not right, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
gone. Not to mention I wouldn't always have a pound. So the fact that they used to be 39p for one pack of any type of sweet, it was beneficial, it was essential. But now, there is no variety. There is no 39p one pack. Inflation hit them. It's some horse shit. And the drinks, the Emerge, the Boost, the KA grape I used to get.
That's why I like gambling, because it, no.
That is not the shot.
No, it does not. No, it doesn't. Niggas be capped up, bro.
Them are about 75p. How can we torture our future generation of children like this? How can we expect young people, secondary schoolers, to take money from their parents for these type of things? To take allowance for their parents for lunch money and charge prices like these? The man them can't even afford chicken and chips no more. That shit's overpriced as well. A flipping 3-5 is probably cheaper than this bitch. This is why people turn to crime.
Only hobby with a profit is nasty work. Nasty work.
Chocolate bars are above 50p. My goat, the white Kinder Bueno is £1. Sometimes I find it for £2. I mean, if I'm hungry for that shit, I still buy that shit, man. But the point is, how can we put our children through this? It's a whole goddamn lie. I'm sick of it. It's barbaric. This shit is extortion. Not even Batman would stay here. He's a billionaire and he wouldn't be caught suffering like this. We need to do better, man. And even beside the financial issues, the atmosphere here just stinks. It's always pissed down cloudy with a bunch of rain. It looks like Gotham most of the time out here. And that's a crazy comparison to be making. Actually, it's really not. London is Gotham. The sun skips over the country most of the time.
I don't know. I would say Gotham is like New Jersey, but hey, maybe it is like UK.
Like around 2 summers ago, I can't remember if it was either 2023 or 24, but for a whole summer out of these two, it just rained, pissed down for the whole of May through August. Wasted my entire...
London is very close to Gotham. I can't lie, damn. They might have it then. I ain't gonna lie, that might happen.
Pissed down for the whole of May through August. Wasted my entire holiday back then before I had to go back to school. It ruined it. But the biggest issue here that came to mind that I wanted to bring up here is that can-do attitudes are non-existent. Now, I'm nowhere near trying to label anything onto anyone or make anything stick. But a lot of people I've personally come across, whether that be on the internet or real life, are some of the worst motivated people in the entire planet. Everybody out here is fending for themselves as if communities aren't a thing. There's too much.
That's true. And I think this is just Western society in general, especially in America. It's bad, bro. It's a everybody get it for himself mentality and nobody gives a fuck about anybody else. Communities are like not existing anymore, bro. It's kind of ass. Nowadays, like where's the biggest community you have? The Discord group? Like that shit nasty work. Like communities in terms of like where people can go and where people like figure out where, you know what I'm saying, they are. It's just not like that. It's not how it used to be. I'm not gonna lie. Last time we had a community, y'all booed us. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Of negativity consumes the place. If you wanted to tell somebody out here you have a dream, maybe to be a CEO one day, or a streamer, or a flipping trapeze artist, I don't know, but you got an aspiration, right?
Facts.
People out here will shut it down. There's no support. You're better off keeping it to yourself than to tell others you want to do certain things. If you were to be yourself and move a certain way completely different than how other people in the UK move, guys out here alienate and label it as cringe. Shut up, man. It's like difference here is labeled as weird. These men have nothing better to do with their time than to hate on you and what you could make of yourself. It's disgusting. I see more support in other countries and other places. People cheering each other on, supporting their bros, being proud of them and having good faith in them.
Why is he lying? Which countries is he talking about? Because he's not talking about the US. The US, you got 3 niggas who rooting for you at most. Maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's such a lie. I don't know where you think, like, niggas, they be hating everywhere. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Niggas be haters. Like, come on, bro. Every country's ass when you live there.
But for some God knows reason, when somebody wants to make a name for themselves in the UK, if they're even a fraction of unique or somewhat different than other UK creators and aren't just doing content or anything else the same way people generally already do it here, they get labeled as weird. People would say they're copying Americans and ultimately just have more negative stuff to say than good stuff. It always starts off with backbiting and spite than it is about helping and community building. I'm not saying this happened to me personally. For what it's worth, I've had a pretty decent build up so far, but against pure UK audiences, it's just weak. You might as well say nothing and keep it to yourself. If it ain't gonna help, go do something, bruv. You ain't got nothing better to do with your life or something.
Grass is always greener on the other side, but the reality is grass where you water it.
Huh? That's a bar. That's low-key a bar. But I will say you do have to have grass though. What if you got a banana tree instead? It's still gonna grow if you water it though.
That's a decent ass quote.
You weird. And every person I've seen that's left the UK on holiday or even just left to move out permanently, their life is low-key better. They're happy, smiling, fulfilled, working hard and living a positive life out there. And I'm not saying that isn't possible here. I mean, I am saying it isn't possible. It's the purge out here, bruv. It's just hella unlikely. Also, when people are on holiday and they realize that they have to come back here soon, they're low-key crying because they know this place sucks. I could try to defend England here and say it's definitely worth moving to if you're thinking about it.
But banana tree, hey, you never know what niggas got. You could have a banana tree, a mango tree. I don't know.
But then, come on, man, you know I'm lying. There's just a lot of bullshit going on here. And for somebody who was born and raised in, lived his entire life in London, the capital city, the place glorified on social media and made to look like it's a nice place, it is not all that nice. Don't get me wrong, it's my environment. My people are here, certain foods I like are here, and I'm just well accustomed to them.
Certain foods you like. Alright, bro. Okay. Like I said, I think I speak for everyone when I say we are not moving to England. Yes. You are correct. No, I'm not moving there. I ain't gonna lie. London has great food, just not British food. Sounds like Coke to me. I ain't gonna lie. I heard niggas who went to London. They said that shit was ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, I gotta go see for myself. But MJ, just know you're going to be the person that I'm going to for the food, you know what I'm saying, recommendations. Low key, if the Chicago pull up, you're going to be the tour guide. Webby calf strain, nigga, we don't care, bro. The greatest thing I did in England was leave the country. Okay. It's crazy work.
Not to mention my whole life is here, bro. But I
added
100% know for a fact that my resting place isn't in England. Later down the line, I'm getting the hell out of here, man. Believe it. So this is all I wanted to say about the UK. It's probably a decent place if you're not coming to London. If you are thinking about taking a holiday to London or want to visit sometime, get your finances in order. That's all I want to say to you. There are some great things here and it feels like home a little, but it's still some bullshit. If you appreciated my warning here, give me a like. Write down what you think of what I told you about today. I'm tired. I'm about to conk out from all the screaming I did. I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey, good video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to subscribe. Also, you know what I'm saying? Nigga said I really wanted to leave, but England slander just so free. He did a good job explaining what was wrong. The driving test shit is insane. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas got scalpers for your driving tests is crazy. That shit could not be me. I ain't gonna lie, bro.